Football 24/7 live across the JAKIB Media YouTube channel down to Lincoln Financial Field. We go with NFL insider John McMullen. John, after that first opening drive, that was all of it. The rest of the first half, not so good. 21-7 at the break.
No, there's hard to find many positives. I was trying to find something. I guess the only thing I can point to is they finally cleaned up the penalties a little bit. They got one penalty, was that Miles Sanders unnecessary roughness call. That was it from the penalty standpoint, but they were dominated. So, to be down 21-7 is probably actually a little bit of a positive. They should probably be down a little bit more. Not much to hang your hat on. 233 yards of total offense for Tampa Bay, 73 for the Eagles. You look at both sides of the football, kind of hard to figure out what they're trying to accomplish offensively. Defensively, playing too soft. We talked about that zone coverage. Bend, excuse me, but don't break mentality. And, if you don't tackle, it's kind of hard not to break. And that's what the Eagles have been doing. The linebackers, again, struggling. And they're rotating guys, trying to get different looks. Davion Taylor playing a lot more, but just not much getting accomplished against a better football team.
Offensively, the last 5 possessions, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and an INT, 3 and out, 3 and out. So other than that first drive, which was aided by a 45-yard PI penalty, boy, that's it. I didn't think you can look any worse than they did a week ago in Carolina, but they did tonight.
No, and, Jalen Hurts is not playing it well again from a throwing standpoint, but he's also not helped by his receivers. Jalen Reagor with a bad drop and had a chance to catch a football again at the end of the half and wasn't able to do it. Quez Watkins on that deep shot seemed to go up and try to high point the football a little bit too early, misjudged it, so he didn't help Jalen Hurts. But he's also not been very accurate either. So 5 of 14 for 54 yards, 42 passer rating. Needless to say, that's not going to be good enough against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And Johnny Mac, last thing for you, checking in from down at the Linc. Andre Dillard, hurt, out? What happened?
I don't know yet, so we'll get a status. He's definitely not playing as well as he had been. He'd been one of the positive stories coming in for Jordan Mailata at first when Jordan sprained his knee. Then Jordan went over to right tackle with Lane Johnson's personal reasons. Shaq Barrett was going to be probably the most difficult test. Jason Pierre-Paul, and the Bucs flipped them from side to side. So there's been a lot of pressure. There probably should be more sacks in this game. To be honest, if it wasn't for Jalen Hurts' ability to escape. But we're still waiting for an update. Richard Sherman out, string injury. You thought maybe very early in the game, you thought maybe the Eagles take advantage of it because the Bucs were already down a number of corners. They just haven't been able to do it.
John McMullen checking in from halftime. Had to sit through that long review until they finally got that call. I don't know what was going on there, but boy, it took a long time.
I was very surprised they overturned that. It was very close. I thought that was one where what they called on the field they were going to stick with, because you could have argued both ways. Difficult to see here up in the press box. We do have some TVs. It looked very close, but that looked like one that what they would call on the field, they stood with it. They called an interception on the field. I was a little bit surprised they overturned it. Eagles did get an interception of Tom Brady later, just overthrew the deep shot down the field. Anthony Harris, who was injured early in the game but was able to come back in, he corralled that one. Defense hasn't performed well either, but it's tough to get to the defense when the offense is performing as poorly as it is.
All right, good stuff from John McMullen checking in from down at the Linc. Of course, you'll see John tonight across the JAKIB Media YouTube channel and on 6abc.com. They'll join Derek Gunn, Mark Farzetta, Devin Caney, and Brandon Graham on the live post-game show. Johnny Mac, a lot of work in front of you tonight, my friend. I think the stories are going to be plentiful by the time I don't know if they're going to be good, but they're going to be plentiful by the time you get to the end of the game.
All right. Thanks, Krause. Appreciate it.
All right. Good stuff from John McMullen checking in here on the JAKIB Media YouTube channel, all presented by Stateside Vodka. Use that keyword JAKIB. Get 15% off a 1 liter bottle. Don't forget tonight, the live post-game show. Derek Gunn, Mark Farzetta, Devin Caney, Brandon Graham, John McMullen from down at the stadium. All of the reaction from inside the locker room and all of the details coming up on the live post-game show, all presented by Ocean. Go for the win. See you at the end of the game, everyone.